Hello, everyone. So today we're going to continue on Light App. So if you have the user wants to add information about other family members, how can we do that? So to do that, I want to share with you the screen here. So when a user wants to add someone to their app, we want to add, similar to the readings and so forth, we want to add family member. So instead of adding to these already made pages, we're gonna add another page. We're gonna say this is family members or family members. So let's say I have my grandfather in the family. I want to check his blood pressure and I want to keep that, but I have problem with my own blood pressure. So how can we do both of them on the same app and keep them separate? So to do that, I need to create a family members page. So it's going to be here, or I can add it to the menu. In that, I'm gonna need to create another table instead of things. I'm gonna create a table. I'm gonna create that table called family. And in the family, I want to put the name of the patient or the person, and I want to add the email and the image maybe. Perhaps an ID, and then the role of the family member relationship. Family relationship. So this is so the name of the person, their email, their page, and the image, and their relationship to me or to the person who's using the app. So this is how you structure the table for the new person. Now we can go back to the layout, and let's say I'm gonna add text and say this, you can use this with index. So this is how you do it, and then I'm gonna add a button, and this button will open a form. This form will go and it's over there. So whenever the person is going to add a member, then it's gonna open a file here or a form, and that form we can refer that to, instead of categories, to the family. So we can add that to the family, but that person might have an access to the app themselves, so they can log in by themselves as well. So here I'm gonna do two things. I'm gonna add the family member to the family table, but all this information will be added to the user as a new user as well. So I'm gonna add the same information in both tables. So to do that, if I want to add the name, let's say my grandfather, and email grandfather, not grandfather, sorry, and their name is Ahmed, for example. So, and their image, they like dogs, so I'm gonna maybe just an image somewhere. So they like that icon. So instead of submit, because if I hit submit, it's gonna go to the data table and it's gonna be added as a new row here. But I don't want that. I want them to add the information here, and also I want them to add the information to the users information here. So whenever they hit submit, there is supposed to be an action there. So one of the action is to show notification, which is success. We can do that, but we can add new actions, kind of create an action list. So in this, it's an action list. I'm gonna name this action list as add to family and user tab. So I'm gonna click the plus sign here, and oops, sorry. You want to click on this box, and then instead of adding as a new information, you want to add it to create a new row. So add row, and then you select the table. So it's gonna go automatically to the family, but I want it to go to the users. So name will be name, email will be email, photo will be image, and then the role will be let's sell. So if they log in, it will be themselves in the users, and I can save this. So whenever I add Ahmed to the family members table, it's going to be added there. In addition, it's going to be added to the users as well. So I'm going to hit submit, and it's going to be there. If we go to the table family, we will have Ahmed in the family. And then this will be myself. And it's going to have my user information. So let's say language, an image, I can add some image, whatever. So this is it's gonna be self. So this is how you add that person to the family. I can add the mother, grandmother, and so on using the layout here. Add member, add member, add member. If you go to the users, now you're gonna see this is the first person, myself, and then this is grandfather, for example. All right. So I need to display the family members list here. So I can add new list. And I'm gonna add the list instead of things. I want it from family. And I can get it as grid or as card. And the image I want to be a small image. So like this or like this. And then I can attach them horizontal or vertical, doesn't matter. And I can limit the number of person per page, but I can leave it blank. So all the information will be listed here. All members will be listed here. So this is how you can do that. You can add the member from here, the plus sign. If you don't want to do that, you can just go to actions and remove users can add items. So I can remove that. users can edit items. So I can let them do that, or so whenever they click here, they can change. So instead of Ahmed, I want to change something. So I can let them change the name, for example. But for now, we will leave it like that. And instead of description, I will family relationship. So this is self, this is grandfather in this relationship. This is how you add new members. So you click here. I want to add my son, for example. So relationship is son. And my son is, well, maybe let's say my son is Adam. And his image is Adam. And his image, I can add any image. He likes MSU, so I'm going to just put in MSU. And submit, and it's going to be listed in the family members. So Adam is added here and the son. And as a user also, he has access to the app. So whenever they want to click and log into the app, they can have access to the app. All right, this is how you add more information. And this can be listed as horizontal, or I can modify the list to be, instead of horizontal, to vertical, so it will be listed all in one page. That's just preference. This is how you add family members to the app. Thank you.